Now, Al Bianchi has been coming here and joining us as a part of this family for many years. In fact, Ethel and Al first showed up at the back door of Gordon's restaurant. We used to do that in Gordon's restaurant. We used to do this in Gordon's restaurant. And Albert and Ethel came in one night, and been coming ever since. And Albert contributes immeasurably to this. Okay? Well, I was at a wedding with Albert last week, and we were talking. One of the things I've talked with about Albert, because he had a stroke. And so he has a paralysis on one side of his body. Once you go up, Ethel, you want to get Albert seated there. He has a paralysis on one side of his body. And I was talking to him because the scientists today are doing something very interesting. They're working with people who have had strokes, and they are getting people to actually use their arms that have been paralyzed, some for 17 years. They had one fellow who had a stroke. His arm had been paralyzed for 17 years, and now they have him using his arm again. And what the doctors have said is that what they have done is they've retrained the brain to stimulate that part of the body that was not functioning. Well, Albert he's not functioning on the right side of his body. And so I talked to Albert about this, and him and I both said, wow, this is something interesting, we want to watch this. They've only done it with 13 people so far, but obviously, my goodness gracious, can you ever imagine what it would mean to Albert if he could start using his arm and his leg again? I mean, well, they're talking about it now. It's in an early stage, but they're talking about it. But anyhow, when I was talking to Albert, he started telling me the story about his stroke and about some of the situations that developed and what he did. And I thought, wait a minute, he's just answered this question, can we stimulate the pineal gland? So let me introduce Albert for you, especially for those who have not been here or on the television side. And what I want to do here is share with these people what you were telling about your stroke. Now, your right side is paralyzed right now. And tell me when it happened and a little bit about that.
Physically, what happens to you is that you get a complete right side